I'm Chad, and welcome back to the third and final day of CRA Round 2 2022 at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. Today is race day. Now, I got a little bit of a quick start to the day, so already did my practice session for the day. They had the riders meeting. I am races 7 and I believe 11. So, got about an hour and a half from right now before my race. I just had the second call for race number 1. We've got the American Irons and Twins out for practice right now, but it's sure to be a great day. Got down to a 138.729 in qualifying yesterday, which was good enough for second place for both of my races. I'm racing in the Amateur 600 Supersport and the Amateur 600 Superbike. So looking forward to fighting up at the front, hopefully, and having a great day. It's been an incredible weekend here so far. Qualifying yesterday was a blast in practice, and then the track day on Friday, my first time ever at Laguna Seca. What a track. It's absolutely incredible. The surface has so much grip. You carry so much speed around here. It's amazing, and it's such a beautiful place. It's just rolling hills, got some grassy pastures, trees. It's nice and cool. You can actually, on a clear day, see the ocean from the top of the Corkscrew. So just iconic racetrack, and I'm so grateful and fortunate to be here and to race it, of all things. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead, chill out for a little bit, get suited back up, and get out for my first race, the Amateur 600 Supersport. Thank you. Well, race one didn't quite go the way that I hoped it would. Didn't get a great start. We know that's a weak point of mine, and I did try to make some improvements there, but the other part of it too is just those R6s. I am on basically a stock bike in terms of power. I've got a stock air filter, I've got a stock header with the X-up valve and cat in it still. I've got a stock ECU flash. I have a Triumph off-road slip-on exhaust, which can't add much power, if any, considering the stock flash, and I still have the restriction of the cat and the X-up. And I was just getting gapped on the straightaways. Once somebody would get past me, I could reel him back in on the brakes, but never be close enough to pass, and then somebody else on an R6 or a ZX6 would just get close enough to me where they could pick me up and get by. So, is what it is. Got one more shot at it. Gonna try for a podium. Unfortunately, Rainey, who was starting third next to me, her engine blew, so I think she's out for the next race. And then Quincy, who was racing and took the win, actually didn't register for the next one. So, not as much competition. Unfortunately, that guy that was in front of me and ran off track kind of early, ran off track again a few laps in, had a pretty nasty crash in turn 6, went and hit the air fence, flipped over the top of it. I really hope he's okay. They had to roll both ambulances and shortened everything up except for the Gold Cup, which is out right now. So my next race is only going to be 6 laps. Hopefully I can have the energy and stamina to really do my best throughout there. I was dragging my toe, kept scraping my left toe slider in corners too, so I tried to pick my foot up a little bit more. That definitely wasn't confidence inspiring, but I did do a new PB. I got down to a 138.3 something. I'll put it up on the screen here, the exact down to the thousandth, but you know, I did my best. I ended up finishing 5th, so that's all you can really do. Looking forward to the next one, and that's gonna be it for the weekend. Thank you. Yeah!
Also, chat.
Just like that, an incredible weekend at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, taking part in the first club race here in at least a decade. Pretty incredible experience, and like I said at the start of this whole adventure, riding Laguna Seca, bucket list item of mine, and to be able to check that box actually competing in a race here, never would have thought in my wildest dreams that would happen. Laguna is a very interesting track. It's short and there's not a lot of corners, but the corners you carry a lot of speed through. The straightaways, you're on the gas a lot. I was burning about 50% more fuel here than I typically do at Buttonwillow or Chuckwalla. So just a testament to how important power is around this racetrack. Going down the Corkscrew was incredible. Going through Rainy Curve, just all over the track. Going up the Rawhall Straight was insane. That's such a steep climb up to the Corkscrew. But man, just monumental weekend. So I had a great time. The races were a little bit more challenging than I expected. I didn't shave off as much time as I had hoped to. I got down to 1:38.38, if I recall correctly. I'll put the correct lap time up here again on the screen, but did the best that I could. I definitely was feeling a bit underpowered compared to the 600s. There were some R6s, ZX6Rs out there that just stomped me on the straightaways. I'm a big boy too, 230 pounds, 6'3", so power to weight ratio, not in my favor, especially considering that my Daytona is basically stock. I have a Triumph off-road slip-on exhaust, but stock header with the cat necks up in place, stock ECU flash, stock air filter, stock gearing, and then I also went up to the 190/60 rear tire, further heightening my final drive, so acceleration was just a little bit of an issue in a straight line. But the SC1s were incredible, both front and rear. Amazing grip, great wear, and a lot of traction on the side of the tire, especially getting back on the gas with the bigger 190/60. But did my best to make up for it on the brakes and in the corners, and at the end of the day, ended up taking a P5 coming from P2 in race 1, the 600 Supersport amateur race, and P3 coming from P1 in the amateur 600 Superbike race. So taking home a trophy with Laguna Seca etched into it, pretty pumped on that. And now it's time to just go chill out and enjoy the rest of my time up here in Monterey. Incredible, incredible experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. And I'm so glad that I got to share it with a lot of great friends up here. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take off and relax for the rest of the time that we're up here in Monterey. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would sincerely appreciate it if you gave me a gentle little click of the like button, and if you considered subscribing for more motorcycling racing adventures like this. I'm gonna be back out at Buttonwillow in July and again in August racing, and thinking we'll make a couple changes to the bike to help out with acceleration in that time. Thanks again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, later.